Hey MOTIV Nation, Nick Pahr here with you in Grand Rapids, and today we have a very special guest that I'd like to introduce, EJ Tackett. And what are we going to be talking about today?
We're going to be talking about the brand new Ripcord Launch.
Perfect, let's get on the lanes and see you throw it.
All right, let's do it.
Shout, EJ. So what do you see out of this new Ripcord Launch?
So what I see is about 2 to 3 boards more than a Velocity. So I've been able to throw them head to head here today, and the Velocity did great. And when I switched to the new Ripcord Launch, I threw it in the same spot and then just to see. And throwing them side by side, I see about 2 to 3 boards more hook out of the Launch than I do the Velocity.
Okay. So well, you have a Velocity here, so let's see you throw that comparative.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally see that on the
Yeah, and that was a 3-board move right based off of off the Launch.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a great barometer to know, what you're seeing out of the 2 different balls. And obviously, it is a different core and cover combo, so seeing a little bit variation out of the different balls is always good to see, especially if you know that you can keep moving left and not have a problem being too weak down lane.
Yeah, it was great to see, and I'm excited to see this ball on tour.
Me too.
So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna have you throw the new Ripcord Launch.
Okay.
And you have a Pride Empire here, so we're gonna compare those 2 balls and see what you think about them.
All right, perfect, let's do it.
Good shot.
Thanks.
So now we have the Pride Empire. So let's figure out the difference between the 2 balls, and then we'll talk about when you would use the 2.
Sure. Let's go see what this Empire is going to do.
All right, nice shot.
So for me, that was at least 5 and 3 different. That was a whole zone. I had to be much straighter through the front with that Empire, much cleaner cover. The core numbers are very similar. It is an ASIM, but it has very little intermediate, so I don't see it stand up like a normal ASIM, but that cover is definitely cleaner and a little bit rounder overall compared to the Ripcord.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one of the things that I've kind of noticed between the 2 balls as well. Obviously not as much experience with the Ripcord Launch yet, since it's so new, but the Pride, it seems to get to the same spot on the lane. It's just the Ripcord definitely rips off of that spot a little bit harder, where that Pride wants to kind of round out a little bit, which is great to have 2 bowling balls that can get to the same spot and do 2 completely different things.
Absolutely, yeah. Seeing a different shape down lane, knowing what the lane's asking you to do, and you have two different pieces that can do exactly like you said, get to the same spot, but then how they come off of the friction, completely different.
Yeah, and when you have that, it definitely lets us drill the bowling balls a bunch of different ways and get to that spot maybe a little bit differently and have it come off that spot a little bit differently. We can exaggerate what the Pride does, and we can also exaggerate what the Ripcord does, and vice versa.
Yeah, absolutely.